Dear Marauder families, this is Randy Barton from Ovid-Elsie Area Schools. We wanted to take a few minutes and explain our decision to suspend live instruction for all K-12 students from November 18th through December 8th. This difficult decision was made in part by an emergency order from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, which required we stop all live instruction for high school students. The administrators and the Board of Education of Ovid-Elsie felt that this was also a good time to take a pause for all K-12 students. It is our hope during these 3 weeks that we see a decrease in the community spread of the coronavirus and that we're able to return to live instruction at that time. It is our intention with this video to share some of the rationale of how we came up with our schedule and what you can expect in a typical day for a Marauder student. Thanks for all you do for our families. Thank you for your patience during this troubling time, and go Marauders. We want to start with the why of how we developed our plan. We started with the feedback that we gathered from our surveys, and we are also in partnership with a company called Communications by Design. They have been training our staff and administrators on best practices for both face-to-face and if we end up in a virtual environment. And with them, we were able to craft a schedule that is a blend of both live instruction and on-demand instruction. We felt this was important because we wanted to be cognizant of the amount of screen time that we have students on during the course of a day. We know it's not best practice to have a student sitting in front of a computer for 7 hours, and we feel that this schedule gives us the opportunity to avoid that. And during our live instruction, it also gives us the opportunity to have teachers work with small groups. It also allows for group work, collaboration, and discussion. And in the on-demand part, gives students the flexibility to work at their own pace and to seek out help in areas of need. So it brings us to what would a typical day look like for your student? Well, in the elementaries, it would start at 8:15 to 8:30 with a general welcome by the classroom teacher, where she would get a chance to lay eyes on the child for the first time and also explain the learning goals for the day. After that, from 8:30 to 11:30 will be the live instruction for language arts and math. Teachers will be able to provide students with live mini lessons, independent practice, targeted feedback, and the ability with the help of paraprofessionals to work in small groups. The afternoon would be their on-demand portion, would focus on social studies and science with videotaped lessons and activities. It would also be a time for us to provide our special education services, our ELL services, and Tier 3 interventions to students in need. At the high school and middle school, we flopped that schedule intentionally. We wanted to have our on-demand portion in the morning, and with their block schedule from 8 to 11:30, students would have videotaped lessons along with independent practice, time for assessments, and teachers to provide targeted feedback to students. And in the afternoon would be the live portion where students would have Google Meets where teachers could extend the morning's learning and focus on the social aspects of providing group work, collaboration, and class discussions. We understand that internet is an issue for some of our families, and to remedy that, we are opening our buildings up from 8:15 in the morning to 11:30 for students who have poor or no internet connection. They can come into the schools and access the school's Wi-Fi in order to complete their work. We understand that there's no perfect plan that works for every family, but we really tried to keep our students and families at the forefront of our thoughts in developing this plan. You will receive detailed information from each building principal, whose contact information is on the screen next to me. Please feel free to reach out to the building administration with any questions that you have, or myself or Dr. Cunningham. While we understand that face-to-face instruction is what's best for our kids, in a time when it's not possible, we're really going to rely on a partnership between schools and families to help provide our students with the best possible learning experience. We've always appreciated all the hard work that you put into your students that helped us at school, and we hope that that will continue. So thank you for everything that you do, and go Marauders.